Well, let me ask you this, man. Like what is your problem with black women, man?
I ain't got a problem, man. It's just, this. You gotta really just look at it. I look at all the problems in the black community. And most of that shit stems from black single motherhood. You know what I'm saying? The culture, man. Like, every nigga I know got problems with black women. You know what I'm saying? I really don't know nobody personally in this age group that's really just having the success with black women like how my parents having and shit like that. Like, where, these black women have morals and class. Like, we got a bunch of Nicki Minaj's and and very few Claire Huxleys.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I just try to bring the real out, you know what I'm saying, in a real way, because people like the T.D. Jakes and all these other, the Joel Osteen and all of them, they not really giving them nothing, telling them the truth. They're just saying stuff that tingles to the ears and make them feel good.
Well, let me ask you this, Jap. You made a post on your Facebook page, which is Jap Hussein. I want everybody to go to it. Jap Hussein. You said the only difference between a black woman and a transsexual is the transsexuals are more feminine. Let me say that again. You said the only difference between a black woman and a transsexual is the transsexuals are more feminine. Can you explain that statement, Tim? Jap?
Yeah, that's that shit was a joke, but you know what I'm saying? That was just like, that was a joke and shit, but like for the most part, the trannies really, they just emulate the worst kind of black women, you know what I'm saying? And, like if you look at a tranny, shit, it looks like, I think honestly Jamaican women are the most ratchet. They more likely look like trannies than American black women. But it was all. All right.
Well, let me ask you about this one. You said if weave caused cancer, black women would be facing extinction. Could you explain that? You have a problem with black women who wear weave? Is that what you're saying?
I definitely have a problem with weave. You know what I'm saying? I don't like nothing fake. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm gonna wear diamonds, they're gonna be real. If I'm gonna wear Gucci, it's gonna be real. I don't be understanding the logic of black women taking other European hair and put it in their head and then say that they authentic and I'm a real woman. And then they say, if you ask a black woman, like, man, can I marry you with a cubic zirconia? She gonna say, hell no. But I'm like, so you want real diamonds, you want real Gucci, but you want fake hair. What's your logic? You know what I'm saying? It's like, you can't give them nothing fake but they hair. You know what I'm saying? Then they spend a bag on it. You know what I'm saying? All the money they spend on the whole economy of it is fucked up. Like, you go to a beauty supply store and spend money with Koreans who don't wear none of these products. Like, you get your beauty from Koreans. You know what I'm saying? And then half you chicks, y'all from Hosted, trying to wear Brazilian hair. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing Brazilian about you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, I promote women to be natural and wear your own hair. I take a woman with a fade before I take one with weave. You know what I'm saying?
Kat, how do you feel about Minister Jap Hussein?
I mean, everybody has the right to feel the way they do, and I definitely think as a black woman, it's very difficult. I don't wear weave. I don't have long nails that are fake. I don't, I'm not like that. So to hear people talk like that, it's just a little difficult because, like, I have a daughter growing up, and I would feel so bad for those stereotypes to perceive her achievements or perceive what she has. So, I hear what you're saying. I think if more men were very vocal about their needs and wants to women, they would be less inclined to try to make you believe what they're presenting. But
see, with all stereotypes, there's a little bit of truth in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, why black people scared to go to Mexican neighborhoods? Like, but it's good Mexicans out here. But, you're going to be precautious because, hey, you hear the stories about Mexicans tearing our ass up.
I think you're taking, like, a very small piece of black, quote-unquote, culture and making it a generalization.
You saying most black women don't wear weave?
I'm saying that there are a lot of black women who don't.
Come on now, man. It's about 10% at least. We can go to the club. We go to the club and be jam-packed. and it's gonna be very hard to find a woman without weave. It's gonna be in a school setting.
If you're in a club, you're looking for people to present a representative to you. So
okay, so what about the workplace? Like, okay, where's this? What's like nurses, CNAs or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like everywhere you go, you're gonna be a woman with weave. Weave is a $1 billion industry.
On her hair is more important than the fact that she's a CNA. Like being a CNA is second to her weave.
Well, no, we're talking about weave. That's the subject. Do I like weave? No. Do most black women wear weave? Yes. So that would most people would say, oh, you don't like black women. Weave come with the package for black women. You know what I'm saying? Weave comes like weave is like a part of the black woman starter kit right about now. You know what I'm saying? You got your weave, you got your tattoos. You know what I'm saying? And then you got your kids out of wedlock. That's the starting pack with this generation. You know what I'm saying? Now, there's some women who don't fit the norm. And just because you can find a few, don't disprove what I'm talking about in my blog.
No, sweetheart. And again, I don't want you to feel like I'm disproving. I'm not at all. I'm respecting, you know.
I ain't like that.
I guess I'm looking at it from a different standpoint of you realize you lumped me in that category, and I don't even know you. You know what I mean? Like
if you say these niggas is gay out here, right? And I'm one of these niggas out here, and I know I ain't gay. I'm not gonna come and try to correct you about it.
But it's not trying to correct you either. I'm not, and I don't want.
And I wouldn't say you lump me in it either. Like,
I'm afraid that you are going to be extremely defensive. I like your views. I agree with what you're saying. I'm just saying that being in general, you may want to tread lightly because you are being so general that your general attitude may take away from the special black women who love themselves, who are positive around their children, who are building great homes. I feel like maybe if you were to celebrate those women more, the women with weave may choose to take the weave out because they see men are more attracted to more natural women. So by insulting and antagonizing, it may not help as much as if you celebrated something that you enjoy.
What do you say to some people who might say that you're just scorned by black women because you've been hurt before by a black woman, and now that you're just scorned by her?
Scorned? Do you feel scorned?
Not at all. I was having a blast with a black woman last night.
Yeah, I very scorned.
She had weave too, man. That pissed me off. But she's still a good person.
Okay, well on this show, Jap, we have a guy who sort of feels the same way as you, not as much. He doesn't date black women anymore, and he actually has a name for them. They're called Oogas. Maybe you can take that name and run with it, Jap. He calls them Ooga Boogas to be exact. So, Danny, why don't you talk to Jap and you guys work something out around here?
All right, I'm gonna correct you for the last goddamn time. CB is not specifically black women. I said it's a strong percentage of them that tend to be Ubers. However, I'm gonna comment on this. Okay, I'm gonna try my best to go right down the middle on this one. Okay. So, Jack, this the way it goes. Like, I hate weave too. I think it's ignorant. I think it's messed up. But see, like what Kat was saying is something that don't have weave. But you know what? It's become a culture, and I know what you attacking. You attacking the ones that it's a culture. They think it's okay to wear that shit, and you know they settle into that. It's just like everybody has a culture of just eating cheap food because that's what's available to them. Now, I guarantee you, if you go into a suburb, you know, you out there in suburbs of Chicago, you ain't gonna see a Korean store in the corner selling, you know, Brazilian, you know, whatever. But in the hood, you're gonna find it's gonna be dirt cheap, and then Shaquika around the corner, she gonna be able to put it sold in real quick for him.
What was her name again, D?
Bone Chica, Shaquika, whatever the fuck, you know. And that's another thing that I know you don't like, because I don't like that shit either. Why the fuck you naming your kids these fucked up ass names and everything? So this is where we get into that. These are the type of women that he talking about, Kat. Yeah. These are the type of women that, you know, and I know you said you got, I got one too. And guess what? My daughter's black. Yeah. Believe it or not, she's black.
My sister's black, and I'm on her ass too.
But it's not about you.
I let my sister have it. When I see my sister wearing weave, I'm like, man, take that shit out your head. You know what pissed me off too? My mother fucked my little sister head up, putting that weave in all her life, putting them perms in and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Now my sister can listen to wear weave, and then when it's all said and done, now my mama She come into consciousness, now she want to go natural. That's fucked up, man.
Well, you know what? You know what, guys?
You know what? I can second that one right there because I got 5 sisters and I don't see them with a hot comb to their damn hair. So I can see why some women wearing goddamn.
Well, you know what?
That shit been burnt out.
Hey, you know what? I have more of a problem with. I don't really care too much about the weave as long as it looks natural. I have a problem with women coming to the clubs or wherever with high heels on and then take that shit off and put some footies on. I have a problem with that. And most of the time, that be black women. I hate that. Now, that's ignorant to me. That's ooga for me. I hate that shit. Where
Most of them gonna have dirty cars. When you go inside their car, they gonna have shit all over their cars. 12 pair of shoes on the floor. You know what I'm saying? Bags, chips, and shit like that. Cheese doodles, all types of shit. You know what I'm saying?
I can't comment on that.
This bitch got the dirtiest car, man. That's a rule, man. That's a man law.
That's Shaquita. That's Shaquita, D.
What's the perception of you to everybody? Like, what kind of reaction have you been getting for your views?
Actually, man, I've been getting a lot of positive feedback from black women because they sick of the women that I talk about at the forefront of black culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, they really sick of just these chicks having a platform and a voice. You know what I'm saying? Like Cardi B, what are they? Cardi B, all that old fuck shit. Like they hate that, man. Yeah. The real women, you know, they send me these topics, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you about this. You said the biggest freaks are black single mothers who finally found a babysitter so they can go to the island bar. What do you mean by that, Jack?
Right there, Dan.
Hey, man. You're not gonna be asking no deep questions about jokes, man.
I thought they were serious. I didn't know.
Well, as he said, there's some truth to a lot of them damn jokes.
Okay.
Yeah,
but at the same time, though, you know, I'm Kat. I see you looking over there. There's a lot of dudes that do the same thing.
See, what you all have to understand is that I'm very secure with myself. So it's difficult to hear black women be spoken about like this. And you're right, there are some women that are like that, but I think we all agree that we would love, you know, black women act more queen-like and be more, you know, regal and accept how wonderfully made we are. And I do think we forget a lot.
Yeah.
Minister Jap, you are hard on not just black women, but you also are hard on the gay community as well as gay black men and dykes, as you call them. Can you care to elaborate more on what's your problem with the gay community and dykes in general?
Alright, so gay community, my problem with them is all they do is complain. You know what I'm saying? All they do is make noise. All they want is attention and all this old fuckery. And like to the point where now gay is a classification and class of people that you can either join or you can stop. They get on my nerves because I got about 3 cousins that used to be gay. And now they stopped.
Damn. Like it's a gang or something.
So does the gay community go in on the gays who stopped being gay? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you join a gang, usually when you leave that gang, you got to get your ass beat to get out. You know what I'm saying?
Damn,
like,
what type of exit speech is that?
You know what I'm saying? Like, the gays, they really just want attention, man.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Like, they don't do anything but yell. They got a parade. They got a fucking section of every town. You know, they got this fucking flag and all this shit. Like, they're a country. You know? And for the most part, I'm just trying to bring straight pride back, man. Because every time you turn on TV, they promoting gay. Like with Empire, all these reality shows, girls kissing girls. Like, I'm even with, I don't hate gays, you know what I'm saying? I hate homosexuality. You know what I'm saying? As a gay people, they can be whatever you want. My cousins say I love my cousins. If they was criminals, I tell them criminal activity is bad. Homosexuality is bad. Stop doing it. You know what I'm saying? That's all I feel.
I liked about what you said about straight pride. So what are ways that you kind of encourage straight pride?
Well, you know,
that's more effective than, I guess, gay bashing. Like maybe straight pride.
I don't bash gays. It's just like when they do something in the media, like if you do some shit like what's Will Smith's son? You know,
Jay,
you doing gay shit for attention. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you could just do, like I would probably, my blog would be blowing up right now if I was gay. I promise you.
Right. Well, now some people will say,
if I was a gay dude letting black women have it.
Now,
Oh my God.
Minister Jap, there's some people that say that gay people or gay boys are act out because a lack of fathers. So you're so hard on single black mothers. Do you think that the fathers not being around has a lot to do with the gay acts? That's what some people might.
That definitely does. That definitely does, because these gay dudes are mimicking their mothers. Gay women usually come into that shit through basketball. You know what I'm saying? But the gay dudes, you know, they acting like their moms, but these women are having these kids, and they wasn't even planning on being with this dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they having kids by jailbirds and stuff like that. You know, having kids by dudes who, you know, didn't even want to be with them in the first place.
Yeah, you know what? I'm glad you brought that up.
So wait a minute, let me ask you. So how do you feel about the statistic that says black men, straight and gay, are in the lead for carrying HIV and sexually transmitted diseases?
Now, where did you read that? Because I've heard that black women are the biggest carriers of STD.
No, you mean in Atlanta. I'm looking it up right now.
Oh, in Atlanta?
Yeah, I'm saying in the United States, black men have the fastest growing rate of HIV.
Where are you getting it from?
What do you mean? I don't know. I'm not there with them, but I'm saying
black women.
I was waiting for you to say that.
I was fucking with you. Yeah, I think it's fucked up, man. You know, niggas catching that shit, they going to jail, fucking dudes and all that. You know, I don't agree with it, man. I don't think it's I don't think it's a healthy way of life.
But now, Jap, you have said on a post recently, you said that men don't have kids, women do. They have over 20 ways not to get pregnant. It's a woman's fault if they have babies and don't have a ring and not have a ring on them, and not get a ring from men. You have to choose the father of your kids. So are you saying that it's so? Explain that, brother, because that's not a joke. That's a true statement, that, according to you, right?
Yeah. All right, so women are the gatekeepers. I can't get in your womb unless you let me in your womb. And the way that I go in your womb is the way that you let me go to your womb. So if you let me go in your womb raw, it's because you allow it. And we know the consequences of that. If you let me go in your womb with protection, you allow it. You know what I'm saying? Unless these women are being raped and having kids, which is not the case. These chicks out here, they just having babies all willy-nilly. And it really is no excuse for people to be having babies at this point. When you know, if you have any type of scare, first thing in the morning, all you gotta do is just go get the $50 holler from Walgreens the day after pills, and you know, there you go. You're not a single mother, but you want to go through with it. You know what I'm saying? And enjoy this journey of single motherhood. You know what I'm saying? Like your mother should have told you, your grandmother should have told you, marry before you carry. That's how I feel.
So how are you getting pussy then? If all these women are supposed to be getting married, like I thought you were just with someone last night, and you're not married to her.
Yeah, but you
appreciated the fact that she gave you some. So
I mean, I tell people I got the cheat code, man. You know, and I tell every dude, pull out with a rubber on.
Yeah,
easy.
That's true.
You know, I use protection though. I don't mess around. You know what I'm saying? And I did get old girl last night. You know what I'm saying? But I could, and I would definitely be protected. But if I gotta protect myself, why she ain't protecting herself? You know what I'm saying? Like people act like babies ain't serious. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to.
You think women should take birth control should be secured for every woman if she's having sex?
I mean, yeah, if you're gonna jump in this game, definitely. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna be out here having sex, you definitely need to have some type of birth control. You know, and if they come out with men birth control, like I would willingly take my pill every day.
Yeah, I was gonna ask next. So if they had birth control for men, you definitely.
Yeah, if they had that, then you could put some of the blame on all of these bastard babies on men.
Bastard babies.
You know what I'm saying? But the fact that, you know, we don't have a birth control, all we have is condoms, and those could break. Like if you gave me the ability to take a pill every day, and I had slipped up and got somebody pregnant, I'll take some of that blame. But I ain't taking none of that blame when these chicks got all of these all of these methods. I mean, the IUD, they got this thing that they stick up in them and look like a wishbone. They got like a little microchip they put on the back of their arm. They got patches. They got
what do you
shots.
think the reasons are for some women opting to not take those?
Irresponsibility.
So you don't think there are health issues or other reasons why women choose?
Yeah, but I mean that would be like a unique situation. Most of these women don't have health issues catered to just
there's always an exception to the rule.
One specific birth control. There's like 10, 20 of them boys. So if she have a health issue with the pill, she needs to take this. She take that. There's so many different options. They come out with an option to counteract. You know, when people say like, "Oh, I'm allergic to the patch," because I dated a chick, she had did the patch, and it was like making her like shake and it was messing her up.
We thought like hives were resulting.
Yeah, so she got on something else. They got all types of meth. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Danny.
Yeah.
So if you have sex with a girl one night, and the next morning, you know you busted, and the next morning you say, "Hey, hit Walgreens, go get the Plan B." And she say, "Well, I'm waiting on those Jordan 12s." Is she considered an Uga because she waiting in line for the Jordans instead of going to get the Plan B pills? Is that not Uga-fied or what?
She said well.
Huh?
She a Uga when the word well came out her mouth.
You already knew she was about to say a bogus statement, right?
But matter of fact, I'm a Uga in the first place to my damn self if I'm asking to go get the Plan B. Matter of fact, I already got her ass up going to Walgreens already to be in line and get the damn pill with her ass right there to make sure it actually happens. Because you stupid as hell if you're going to rely on somebody to go get a damn pill. And then 9 months later, you standing there like, what the fuck happened here?
Right.
It's almost to the point, man, if you're a real seasoned player, man, you got your box of condoms at the crib, but you got you maybe 2 Plan B kits at the crib already purchased. You know what I'm saying?
You guys do know, like, there's like stipulations on taking this pill. There are like recommendations. There's like you have to take it at a certain amount of time. Like, it's not just going to Walgreens and getting a pack of Halls and taking it.
Yes, it is. I've done it like 3 times.
You're simplifying it so well, and I like that you're simplifying it, but you're talking about a woman doing, ingesting medicine daily so you can be a hoe, basically. Because it doesn't sound to me like, you're taking any responsibility for putting your penis in her. Like, I wish you would love your dick more and be more like, I'm only going to condoms break. That's on birth control. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, if you're sleeping with her, you've already talked about, you're on birth control, and like all that's been cleared up.
Okay, but condoms break. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
And Don Julio is a terrible drug. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta take precautions. Like what's worse? Okay, you tell me what's worse on your body. Tell me what's worse on your body. The day after pill or 9 months carrying a fetus in your body, and then you have a baby, and now your body look like a brown paper bag shriveled up. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, again, you're simplifying it because the day after pill can also result in there are hazards to it as well. And I think the hazard of having a whole hysterectomy is bigger than me just having a baby. Yeah.
Mm.
Nah, man. She gonna take this pill, man.
Thought-provoking ignorance with special guests and Cave Crush interviews. Inside the Cave. Now that's how you podcast.
Yeah.